In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on January 15, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Montreal Canadiens versus New York Rangers. The Montreal Canadiens will go on the road and take on the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. Montreal has a record of 17-22-3. New York has a record of 24-12-7. Both of these teams faced each other once this season, with New York winning the matchup. The Canadiens are 19-47 in their last 66 road games and 40-89 in their last 129 overall. The Rangers are 7-1 in their last 8 home games and 5-1 in their last 6 overall. The over is 5-2 in Canadiens' last 7 overall. The over is 5-1 in Rangers' last 6 games playing on 2 days rest. The Canadiens are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings. The road team is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings. The favorite is 11-3 in the last 14 meetings. The under is 23-9-7 in the last 39 meetings in New York. The Canadiens and Rangers are 2 Eastern Conference teams that have very different expectations. Montreal sits in last place in the Atlantic Division, while New York is looking to catch the New Jersey Devils for second in the Metro Division. Keep in mind the Rangers were just 2 games shy of the Stanley Cup final last season and kept their team virtually entirely intact. That includes last year's Vezina Trophy winner for the NHL's best goalie in Igor Shesterkin, which means we're not expecting many goals for the Canadiens in this game. Montreal relies almost entirely on Cole Caulfield to produce their goal scoring, and he's just 21 years old. He's certainly going to be a star, but there simply isn't the talent around him to keep pace with Mike Zibanejad, Artemi Panarin, Adam Fox, and more on the Rangers. It's going to be even more difficult to keep pace on tired skates, as Montreal will be coming into this game after having just been down the street playing the New York Islanders the night prior. That's back-to-back nights against 2 of the most elite goaltenders in the league. The Canadiens may still be feeling good after their recent upset over the Nashville Predators, but they were also completely blanked by the Seattle Kraken on home ice the game prior. Simply put, these are 2 teams that are not of equal caliber, and the Rangers should prove that this Sunday. The Montreal Canadiens can't win on the road, and they are absolutely dreadful on the offensive side, which plays in the Rangers' hands of their stingy defense. The New York Rangers have also turned things around on their home ice and are becoming a more and more trustworthy team as a whole. New York is the better team and the rested team as well, and while we likely see the backup goalie for the Rangers here, Jaroslav Halak held the Rangers in check last time these 2 met just a few days ago. There's no way I can get behind the Habs in this spot, so the New York Rangers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The defense and goaltending have both been excellent for the Rangers this season. New York ranks 6th in goals against per game and 7th in shots against per game. Igor Shesterkin has a record of 20-6-6 with a 2.44 goals against average and .917 save percentage. The offense has been poor for Montreal. The Habs rank 29th in goals per game and 30th in shots per game. They scored 2 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games. Playing on the back end of a road back-to-back, the Habs will struggle to score on the Rangers. This will be a lower scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Vancouver Canucks versus Carolina Hurricanes. The Vancouver Canucks face the Carolina Hurricanes, with both teams on opposite ends of the standings this season. The Canucks have a 17-22-3 record, and with 4 losses in a row are near the bottom of the Pacific Division, while the Hurricanes have a 27-9-7 record, and with back-to-back wins are in first place in the Metropolitan Division. The Canucks are looking to rebound in the Western Conference, while the Hurricanes hope to remain near the top of the Eastern Conference, and the upcoming game should be a good one as a result. Canucks are 16-45 in their last 61 games playing on 0 days rest and 1-6 in their last 7 overall. The Hurricanes are 37-14 in their last 51 home games and 16-5 in their last 21 overall. The over is 4-0-1 in Canucks' last 5 overall. The over is 6-0 in Hurricanes' last 6 overall. The Canucks are 0-5 in the last 5 meetings in Carolina and 2-6 in the last 8 meetings. The favorite is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The home team is 20-7 in the last 27 meetings. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The Canucks have dropped 4 straight games heading into tonight's matchup with the Hurricanes in Carolina. In fact, Vancouver lost by 1 goal to the Penguins, Lightning, and the Panthers over the past few days, so they continue to play hard but can't seem to close out close games. They have another extremely tough challenge tonight against one of the league's best teams in Carolina. Vancouver has been competitive recently, dropping 3 straight 1-goal games to quality opponents, but tonight presents another difficult challenge for them, facing Carolina on the second night of a back-to-back. Although the Hurricanes played last night as well, their home ice and travel advantage should give them a significant edge in this game. In addition, Carolina has been dominant on the ice, ranking first in expected goals for percentage, expected goals scored per 60 minutes, and expected goals against per 60 minutes. Vancouver ranks 25th or worse in all of those categories, so these teams are on completely different levels. Carolina has the edge all across the ice in this game, and when factoring in Vancouver's scheduling situation after playing in Florida last night, the Hurricanes should wear down the tired visiting side. The Vancouver Canucks don't win on the end of back-to-backs, and they're not a club you should be looking to back regardless. The Carolina Hurricanes have been a buzzsaw at home dating back to last season, and they usually win the games they're supposed to win. This feels like one of those games. No excuses for the Canes here, so the Carolina Hurricanes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have great offenses, and the upcoming game should reflect that with both forward units stepping up and finding the back of the net throughout the game. The Canucks, who average 3.41 goals per game, should create plenty of scoring chances with Bo Horvat, Elias Pettersson, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick passes. The Hurricanes, who average 3.17 goals per game, should run up the score against the Canucks, who allow 3.95 goals per game, with Sebastian Aho, Martin Necas, Andrei Svechnikov, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the rush and creating open shots with great puck movement, while Brent Burns and Brady Esquier generate shots on the net from the blue line. Vancouver comes into this game really struggling and has lost 4 games in a row, while Carolina has won 2 games in a row and will be at home. Both teams played on Saturday, so we may see fatigue become a factor in the third period of this game. Vancouver has played very poor defense in recent games, and I expect Carolina to score 4+ goals. This will be a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Coyotes versus Winnipeg Jets. The Arizona Coyotes face the Winnipeg Jets with both teams heading in opposing directions this season. The Coyotes have a 13-23-5 record, which is second worst in the Central Division, while the Jets have a 28-14-1 record, and with back-to-back wins are near the top of the division. Both teams look to improve within the division and the Western Conference, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. The Coyotes are 20-47 in their last 67 road games and 28-59 in their last 87 games playing on 0 days rest. The Jets are 20-6 in their last 26 home games and 7-1 in their last 8 overall. The over is 4-1 in Coyotes' last 5 road games. The under is 33-15-4 in Jets' last 52 overall. The Coyotes are 2-12 in the last 14 meetings in Winnipeg and 6-20 in the last 26 meetings. The road team is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The favorite is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. Recent results reinforce these teams' respective places in the standings. Winnipeg is atop the Central Division and has won 7 of their last 8 games. Over those 8 games, the Jets have scored 33 goals for an average of 4.13 goals per game. If they hold even close to those recent averages, they will score at a pace that the Coyotes will not be able to keep up with. The Jets are 16-6-0 at home this season, including 4 wins in their last 5 home games. They are also 16-4 as a favorite, 28-15 against the spread, and 13-9 against the spread at home. In their last 10 games, they are 7-3 against the spread, including 4-1 against the spread at home. Winnipeg is the far better team, and they are in great form right now. As long as they don't completely mail it in or have an outlier performance, they should be able to take care of the Coyotes just fine. Arizona is near the cellar of the NHL standings and enters Saturday having lost 7 consecutive games. They lost those 7 games by a combined score of 31-14 for an average score of 4.43-2. That minus 2.43 goal differential per game does not look good for the Coyotes in this one to upset, let alone cover. This game is a huge mismatch, and I give such a significant advantage to the Jets in this game on both ends of the ice. They already won the first game between these teams this season on October 28th on the road. The Jets have been phenomenal this season, dominating on both ends of the ice, especially defensively. The Coyotes' offense has been one of the worst in the NHL, and I expect Connor Hellebuyck to completely shut them down. I don't see the Yotes being able to score more than once in this game. On the other end of the ice, Arizona's defense has been very poor, giving up the most expected goals in the NHL this season. Winnipeg's offense has been very good, and they should be able to capitalize. Additionally, I expect an even worse game for the Yotes tonight, with the fatigue of them being in the second half of a back-to-back on the road. Prior to last night, the Coyotes hadn't covered the plus 1.5 puck line in any of their last 7 games. The Arizona Coyotes are one of the worst teams in the league at both ends of the ice, and nothing changes here on the road and on the end of a back-to-back. The Winnipeg Jets have played at a ridiculous level lately on their home ice, and this recent winning stretch should be turning heads. Just 2 teams going in different directions. The Jets are looking to solidify their position in the standings and create space if possible. They will come out ready to run up the score and have a favorable matchup to do so. So the Winnipeg Jets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The first game these teams played this season needed overtime to determine a winner, and the under still hit in that game. I'd expect that trend to continue. Betting unders on Jets games has been the most profitable trend for totals this season, as the under has gone 27-13-3 and more recently has gone 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. The Coyotes have one of the worst offenses in the NHL this season, and I expect Connor Hellebuyck, one of the best goalies in the league, and the Jets' elite defense to shut them down. Karel Vejmelka has been decent in goal for the Coyotes, so even in a dominant Jets win, I still see this game staying under with something like a 4-1 score. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.